Bitch, get the fuck out of my way. I've got something to say to you, bitch.
There's gonna be hell to pay if you don't get out of my way.
Don't step on my star. Get the fuck out of my way. The camera loves you, bitch. This one's for my personal collection.
Holy shit! I'm gonna masturbate to this.
Name of that podcast was brought to you by Broadway Show Tunes. Broadway Show Tunes, a perfect thing to eat popcorn to. Popcorn and Cheetos. The name of that podcast is brought to you by Popcorns and Cheetos. Popcorns and Cheetos. Many ways to eat them. The name of that podcast has also been brought to you by spoons, forks, and various condiments. Spoons, forks, and various condiments. They're great to eat with. All proper vessels and vehicles as far as I'm concerned. Nothing I've ever seen weird about eating a chip with a fork. Or perhaps popcorn with a spoon. The name of that podcast is brought to you by being open-minded. Being open-minded. It serves more than it doesn't.
It's more than just a head wound.
It's more than just a vehicle for your snacks. The name of that podcast is brought to you by Cheetos and Lotion. WikiHow. It will teach you everything from how to hide that you've peed your pants to how to clean up pee from your pants. WikiHow. The name of that podcast is brought to you by the History Channel, A&E, and Confederate Letters. Wonder Bread for Wonderment. Come on down to Wonder Bread for Wonderment.
Come on down for Russian bread, which is now Putin-free.
Up to 50% more plastic than leading brands. The name of that podcast has been brought to you by Watered Down Coffee, because God bless her, it's her first time with a traditional coffee maker.
The name of that podcast has been brought to you by Blinkers. Use them.
The name of that podcast has been brought to you by FamilyWatchdog.us. Oh, get 'em. Hey, what's up, everybody? You're listening to the name of that podcast with Elton and Eddie, and we're feeling really good about how much money we're making. How do you feel about the money that's rolling in?
Oh. All right, yeah.
Almost makes you feel like you don't even need to play baseball.
Or any, no. Yeah, you're right.
I know. I'm very right.
That truth was revealed.
Yeah, about that at least. I mean, honestly, the sooner you find out that it's past your time to get good at baseball, the sooner you can focus on what'll really make you happy. Something that'll ultimately crush you.
Like you. In my baseball dreams.
Listen, man, your baseball dreams were exactly that. A dream. But it's okay to have dreams. That's why we're here. Now we're making money. Who needs baseball?
It's like if an overweight fat guy can be a legend in that sport, why can't anyone?
Not anymore, man. You know what they do to us out there? You know what they do to us now?
I don't really know anything about it.
Ever seen Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah.
Remember the scene where he was sleeping in the top bunk and they held his sheets on either side of him and beat him with soap?
Yep.
Yeah, that doesn't happen to us. The scene in the bathroom happens to us. We're Arlie Ernie, bro.
This podcast is brought to you by Dove Soap.
Dove soap doesn't leave bruises.
Emotional scars, but not bruises.
Emotional scars guaranteed, in fact. So, how was your week, buddy?
I don't remember most of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that movie, Parasite.
Parasite.
It's a South Korean movie.
Okay, you were telling me about that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, Greta was talking about that.
I like it.
It seems pretty good.
It's not like as much of a horror movie as it makes itself out to be if you watch the trailer.
It's graphic, though, right?
It is. Near
Yeah.
the end and stuff. Like, it's a different thing. It's weird.
That's
but
cool.
I like it. It's different.
Yeah, I don't remember most of my week either. I was traumatized.
Toe in the line.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, though. Like, it was a tough week. Next week will be less tough.
Who was singing that intro? You or me?
Neither of us.
We paid someone to do that?
We didn't pay anybody. We don't pay. That's how we're making money hand over fist. Nothing we do is free.
Okay.
Nothing we do is free, and everything we do is free to make.
Like this picture I'm drawing.
Exactly. We're like the new Koch brothers.
Cocaine Brothers.
Yeah, so either one of us will have to do whiteface or one of us will have to do blackface, but we're going to have to be in unison on this one.
Can you believe what McCain's smiley fries did to me earlier today?
Yeah, so if you're listening for the first time, Eddie was eating fries earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
And tell him what happened, Eddie.
I put them in the oven.
Did you now?
Yeah, because that's what you do.
That's
With
as you
smiley
do.
faces.
As you do.
I might have left it in a little long.
Nothing
But
to
not
be
too
ashamed
long.
of. Nothing to be ashamed
They
of.
were still good.
They were still cookable.
But I flip them over. One of them's doing blackface at me.
God damn it, Justin Trudeau snuck into the goddamn bag of fries.
So I'm going to put a class action lawsuit against John McCain's fries.
Yep. And that's why you didn't see Justin Trudeau on Halloween, because he was being shipped in a bag of French fries to a local supermarket that he knew Eddie would be shopping at.
McCain's fries. This podcast is brought to you by the fact that just because you're dead doesn't mean you're a good person now.
Yeah, man. Just because you're relatively better than bad doesn't mean you're not also bad. Talking about you, Obama.
In your tan suit.
Your tan suit and your lofty
He
policies.
deserves a tan ass to go with that tan suit.
Yeah, I'll tan your fucking hide, khaki boy. That was a
Yeah.
black guy saying that. In case you thought khaki was in reference to his skin color, it wasn't.
I know I didn't.
To quote one of my favorite comedians, I thought the bitch was white. So yeah, I've been watching some more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, yeah.
And thankfully,
Take a shot.
Oh fuck, nah, I'm not doing that. But I've been spending some time curating a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure playlist. So like, you know, taking stands that are like named after bands and songs,
Yep.
tossing them in there. Gold Experience is a Prince album, which is
Okay, yep.
Giorno's Stand in Part 5.
Yep.
So I just threw the whole album on there. Egypt is a song by Dio, so that's really cool.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so I've been having a really fun time looking at the musical tastes of the creator of the show, so that's been really cool. There's
Diverse as fuck.
it's
too.
so cool. I love the show for its R&B flavor. And something that I was thinking about, somebody who had first introduced me to the show, or at least suggested that I watch it, is John at Work. John Sikora. What's up,
Okay.
John Sikora? So John Sikora at Work telling me I should watch a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's really cool. So, you know, now I'm watching it, and the thought of him crossed my mind when I was watching Part 5. I'm like, man, he heard this song watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. You know, an anime.
Yep.
And this anime introduced him to like music he never would have otherwise listened to because he's not black. Right. More importantly, he's insufferably white, is what it is. And I don't think he'd ever would have sought out Jodeci on his own.
To be fair, I did hear it before.
See, but like that's because you're cultured. You were like, you grew up, you had formative years in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think about him, and I think about other guys who are just like him, who get the opportunity to be introduced to an entirely different genre of music.
Sure.
I mean, even for myself, bro, like I found out there's a band called The Band, and there's the Moody Blues, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I got introduced to Pink Floyd because this chick I was talking to, female I was talking to some time ago.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Cheap. Yeah. Oh, I gotta put Cheap Trick on the fucking playlist.
Trick.
That was a really good stand.
Notorious Chase. Have you seen Notorious Chase?
Notorious
It's actually
Chase.
Notorious B.I.G.
Damn.
He's in your season though.
The one I'm watching now.
Yep.
So I haven't seen him yet.
Okay.
I got to watch the Beach Boys and
I love that
the
one.
Grateful Dead.
Pesci.
What a stand!
Oh,
Yeah.
was it Grateful
Pesci
Dead?
and Prosciutto? Yeah.
What did he do? Make people old or something?
Yeah,
What
he
was it?
aged them. It was fucking crazy. Spoiler alert.
Oh,
Yeah, whatever. Show's been out.
yeah.
I got Crunchyroll. So I had rigged up my setup yesterday to have my 65-inch hooked up to my computer, watching Crunchyroll for free.
Sure.
So, because the reason why I decided to do that as opposed to on the PS4 is because the PC lets you watch these like 30-second ads that are fucking quick. You know, you just got to click on them. But I didn't want to get up every 8 minutes to click on the computer twice. So I paid $8 so I could watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
In peace.
In peace, leave me be. Yeah, so that's what we're doing now. That was great. They already had my credit card information, and it was great.
A returning customer.
Hello, welcome back to Crunchyroll.
What brings you back, bitch?
Why are you in charge here? I'm in charge of everything that requires showmanship.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bop. Savings.
Anime.
I do subscribe to it though.
Live action Korean dramas as far as the eye can see.
You can watch Demon Slayer and Dr. Stone on there too, though, which is very good.
You also get good discounts on merchandise from Crunchyroll.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you do. Decent discounts. No discount is good.
So we're being endorsed by them.
Yeah, this podcast is also brought to you by Crunchyroll. God damn it, if they really sponsored us one day, but now they have no choice. We got them by the pussy balls now, Eddie.
Gotta do it.
That's right. So Crunchyroll offers you a whole bunch of different kinds of anime to watch. You can Crunchyroll and chill. I think kids our age are Crunchyrolling and chilling. You know, kids between the ages of 26 and 35 are really clapping cheeks.
They're really tucking Crunchyrolling.
Yeah, tucking Crunchyrolling. I love that.
Yeah.
Tucking Crunchyrolling. Hide the sashimi. Hell yeah. No, like, I think it's really cool when people that I'm meeting out in the world watch anime. It means they're cool. It means they're cool.
It helps.
Yeah, I always think that, like, people who watch anime, there's always, like, a little bit of me that I have to get over. Like, maybe this person was bullied when they were younger, so that means they grew up to be a decent human. Well, see, like, so many people I know as I've gotten older, I've met, have, like, you know, been anime fans.
Yeah.
Even people I wouldn't expect were anime fans. So as I've gotten older, I've, like, grown out of that feeling. So I don't really feel that way.
Sure.
But, like, the knee-jerk is still there, you know what I mean?
get it.
Like, the subconscious, like, hey, you're on the same wavelengths. You seem like a chill person at entry because I know you watch anime.
So you did think that.
Yeah. Well, that's why I didn't think you could play baseball. I'm like, this guy watches too much anime. There's no way he spent any time.
You're such a fucking weeb.
He never spent any time getting better at baseball.
Nope.
Look
You're right. I watched a lot of that anime, though, about baseball.
I Shield 23?
No.
That's football.
Football.
Tricked ya. Yeah.
Told you.
The baseball anime, Kuroko's Basketball.
Naruto, I believe it's called.
Yeah, Naruto Baseball.
Naruto Taisen.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Ooh, that's creepy.
That's Stranger Things.
Yeah, that's wildly unprofessional of me. I shouldn't have a ringer on
Oh.
in front of a live microphone.
Mine might be on.
It's like I'm making money off this or something. Are you making money?
This is brought to you by Stranger Things Upside Down Cake.
Yeah, Stranger Things upside down cake for the choosy woman on the go.
For the you're so hangry. You're such a demigorgon when you're hangry.
Jesus Christ, have some cake.
Have some fucking candy cake.
Calm yourself down. Calm your nerves, little dummy dog. We're gonna have to neuter you.
We're gonna have to put you down.
That's awful.
Oh well.
So I was watching commercials from the 1970s earlier. I was showing you some even before we started recording.
And they're horrible.
They're horrifying is more like it. Not only am I not convinced because I know better, these commercials were cringeworthy. Like there was this one, the Pristine feminine spray commercial that I showed you.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, these two ladies, if you've never seen this commercial or aren't old and decrepit, these two ladies are walking down the street. Looks like they're in like San Francisco. And they're like, hey, this is what they were doing. Hey, I've been using this Pristine spray. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's really nice. I spray it and it makes me feel fresh all day.
She's like, quiet.
Shh. Thank you. And then it's like, oh, you think it'll work on my snatch? And she's like, oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. But they're teleporting.
Yeah, so like...
it's the same conversation for however the length of the commercial.
Exactly. So if I'm supposed to like suspend disbelief for the sake of this advertisement, I'm a wrestling fan. I find this very easy to do. She keeps bringing it up. If they're just like walking around to different places all day and they're like at a buffet and they're like standing in line and they're getting their hair done.
It's just odd that it would all line up like that.
Well, she keeps bringing it up.
Right, but it's mid-sentence that they switch.
Yeah, so like that's fine. That's editing. That's post.
Yep.
You know, because in the universe they live in, an advertisement universe.
Where you whisper to each other about your smelly snatch in
Right.
public.
Exactly. That's why you're whispering. But just loud enough for me to hear. And I'm far away enough that
Anyone within earshot should spray their snatch with this, though.
they're like, mic check. Okay. So my pussy was stinking yesterday. So I sprayed this weird powdery substance on it. It was cold.
Oh.
Yeah, it's still cold. Numb even.
Help me.
Full disclosure, I don't have a vagina. I've just seen them, smelled them, and hell, even tasted them.
Sampled.
That's right, I've dabbled. I've dabbled in the labia flabble. That's so disrespectful. Nah, I don't care. You can call my dick a cheap seat if you want. I don't give a shit.
Oh, like they don't talk.
Yeah, right. So, like, if a person commits bestiality, does that mean they describe their member as being a snossage?
I think they say yiff after that point.
And I'm gonna say gross after that. We'll be right back.
Should.
The name of that podcast is brought to you by Ben Villani's Now That's What I Call Ska, Volume 37. These are Confederate letters.
Dear loved ones, this is Jordan Peterson reporting from the Civil War circa 1863. There are many dead bodies scattered across the battlefield, and my mouth is watering, salivating, and I doubt my quest for human flesh shall be sated on these mere light souls. I see 85 dead Confederates, 59 dead Union, and 37 unidentified African Americans. I've eaten 4 of their bodies, and I've never felt fitter. I think I'll invent a sport and call it basketball, and continue eating human flesh until the day the cows come home, and I'll look at them too. This is Jordan Peterson, signing off as I pick innocent human flesh from my teeth. This has been a great war, and I've never felt fitter.
Are you alone and trapped in the forest with a broken knee and an exposed bone? Well, leave it alone if it's not Dr. Malone. But if you do want to live and not have it be eaten by forest creatures, then you should go to Dr. Malone's Health Loans. And then he gives you scones. And I can see my bone. Come here, little squirrel. Nibble on the marrow. Just leave it. Leave it exposed. I want to die. Don't even call him. Why are you still recording me? Go away. See.
I don't have time for my son coming home from school telling me that he's getting bullied. We ain't bitch made like that in this household because we eat high-fiber diets. High-fiber diets are guaranteed to make sure you're not a little shit because you're taking a nice big shit. This is America, and if you want something done, you go and do it yourself. High-fiber diets are gonna do it to you. Get it done. I hate my son. And we're back. You're listening to the name of that podcast. You're here with Alton. I'm here with Eddie. Eddie's been drawing. Eddie, what you been drawing, buddy?
I made a Broadway snowman, and I'm working on Ariel Cujo
Lit.
with her stand under the sea.
Under the sea. But like the sub will call it like fucking Red Lobster.
Yep.
No, they couldn't do
well,
that.
they couldn't. Yeah, it would be.
Her stand should be called Red Lobster.
Well, he's a crab, but yeah.
I prefer that. Oh, he's a crab?
Yep.
Why is he red? I just assumed he was a lobster because he was
Disney
red.
decided that he was.
Yeah, they decided Song of the South was racist. I don't get it. I read the plot for it the other day. I'm like, this is not that bad.
Zippity doo-dah.
I mean, like, yeah, you should feel bad that you made the movie, but like on the list of things that I deem as racist, it's really low on the list of things I deem as racist.
It's the setting that is upsetting.
Oh, the upsetting?
Well, what's the upsetting part?
What's the upsetting in Song of the South? Well, it's a plantation. If you don't know what a plantation is, it's a place where historically people of color, specifically African Americans, or as some folks would like to say, Africans who were brought to America. Something I'd like to say about that real quick before I continue is that I imagine there's a lot of white people who say that to be racist, and a lot of black people who say the exact same thing in a sense of pride.
Say what to be racist?
Africans from America, Africans brought to America.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I feel like the same sentence gets used to like Anyway, so that's what plantations are.
This podcast is brought to you by Plantation Parenthood.
Yeah, this podcast is actually being recorded on what is technically a plantation.
Yep.
Yep. Alton lives on a plantation, and I think you should all know that. And in case you're new to the podcast, Alton is the black guy. And Eddie is not.
Uh-huh.
So whenever you hear somebody say nigga, it's probably me. And I'll only say probably because
Probably.
this podcast is very young. Who knows? Maybe he gets a pass. We don't know. Stay tuned.
You don't know the future.
You don't know the future. You don't know his life. Man wants to play baseball.
Yeah, and he won't let me.
It's not that I won't let you. They won't let you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guys who invented the Negro League. They're like, well, no. They're like, if you go play in baseball, you're going to make us look bad.
And they're like, you're right, but...
Yeah. So, like, after the Negro League stopped being a thing and they integrated baseball, the guys who invented the Negro League, they were like, well, now we can't have any bad whites playing baseball anymore. Now we have to show up
Sure.
every week, every day, sometimes 3 times a day because baseball's fucking weird.
Yeah, that's fair.
You believe
Training!
people can buy 1 ticket and watch 3 professional baseball games in one day sometimes.
That's nuts.
Yeah, because they'll have double headers. It'll be the same team playing each other twice, and both games matter just as much.
Right.
Can you imagine like playing in one of those games and the first game, if you were to win it, your team goes to the playoffs, but if you lose, your team doesn't, and the second game wouldn't even matter? Now you have to play an entire second game that doesn't matter.
I quit. No, I wouldn't. That's
Yeah.
the money.
Well, no, you quit already. You quit 2 weeks ago when I said you can't play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would have quit.
Have you ever heard of Nat Turner?
The name, yes.
Yeah, so not to be confused with Ike Turner or Nat King Cole, though I think this guy might be a combination of both of them.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so Nat Turner was a slave, and a very spicy boy.
Okay.
He led a revolution where he was doing the slavery. And what I mean, he was a slave. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he wasn't doing slavery. He was
Right,
he
was
was
in
the
the
slavery.
trade.
He was the slavery. But he led a rebellion because one day he looked at the moon and he saw that as a sign from God that he should kill a bunch of white people.
Okay.
So that's what he did. Over like 2 days, him and his crowd killed like 200 white people. The worst part about it, though, is that it was indiscriminate murder. So like
Right. There
women
was no
and children.
requirement other than that.
Yeah, like if your skin is white, say goodnight. It's pretty much what happened.
You weren't looking for plantation owners.
No, they weren't. They were just looking for white people because they were all part of the problem, and in his eyes, well, God said so,
Sure, of course he did.
is what he said. It was a very cult-like thing that happened, and I think people should take notice of that black guys can be cult leaders. So, Eddie, I'll be honest, the reason why I dashed your dream was because my dreams have been dashed.
Okay.
I've been told I can't lead a cult.
This podcast is brought to you by Mrs. Dash Spice.
This podcast is also brought to you by the culture cabinets.
Coffins.
The culture cabinets. There's bacteria in there and also a little bit of all of us. This podcast is also brought to you by 23andMe cabinets.
It's also brought to you by the Throat Culture Cabinet.
Hell yeah. In many ways like a culture cabinet, a throat culture cabinet offers you the opportunity to cough into a multicultural and very diverse set of bacteria. Cough culture.
A melting pot of disease.
A melting pot of disease, and the pot is melting as a result of it. This podcast is brought to you by, I'm about to roll up. Because honestly, I'm trying to smoke again.
Sure.
Y'all trying to smoke? Hey. Yep.
Alright.
Yo. Hey, roommate. Who shall remain nameless. Hey, roommate. Hey. Hey. Hi.
Hey.
You trying to smoke?
Huh?
You trying to smoke?
Sure.
All right. I'm not going to use your name on the recording. Is that cool, or do you not care?
I don't care.
All right. So I won't use it.
Only because you don't care.
Yeah, they don't care if I use it. There's even more mystery. You don't even know what their gender is.
Oh, shit.
You don't even know their sex. You don't even know their fucking identity. I will tell you that they're cisgendered. And I will also tell you that they recently learned what that meant. So that's all you get. You get somebody who's trying to progress with you stupid lib cucks.
Yeah.
They're trying to learn the pronouns.
And I've never felt fitter. And I've never felt fitter. I'll never learn a pronoun. Pronouns don't matter. All human flesh tastes the same. I don't know if that's, like, especially racist or definitely not racist. Or, like, I shouldn't say racist, bigoted. Because people call Jordan Peterson bigoted, you know? That's the narrative that, like,
Right.
because he doesn't conform to, like, not that he doesn't conform to identity politics, according to him. He just doesn't think that people should, like, have these kinds of things imposed on them.
Sure.
I think the way he's coming from is the approach is off. So the way I like looking at it is like, and I always think in analogies because I wasn't like formally educated, so I can't source the material
Right.
from like a Shakespeare quote or some shit. But so the way I look at things like this is, if I'm wrong about something and you are definitely fundamentally right about something, and the only thing that the only thing that depends on me absorbing that new information, being more welcoming to a changed perspective, is your sales pitch. You know what I mean? So what I mean by that
Okay.
is, say like I'm a fucking anti-vaxxing homophobe.
Okay.
Two things I don't agree with, obviously. I never claimed to be a smart man. But anyway, say I'm like an anti-vaxxing homophobe, and you could do one of two things with the information that you have, the information being that I'm wrong, right? You could be like, you're a fucking moron, get your fucking shit together, you're a fucking idiot, like your children are in danger, and like you are just like a scourge on society, fucking die.
And you're
Or,
ruining us.
yeah, which is all probably not true.
Yeah.
Or you could like be like, hey man, you know? But that's what it is. I think people have to be like patient with other people, because the more people that I know, the more I know about them, the more I learn about them after I've met them. And most of the time when you vibe with somebody that you've met, it's because you guys like get along on like a personality level. You know what I mean? Like you're like, hey, this person's chill, this person's not a piece of shit. And then you learn their opinions, you know what I mean? So I still try to stick to the belief that people still aren't pieces of shit based on their opinions.
Sure.
So you shouldn't treat people like pieces of shit based on their opinions. Based on the opinion, however,
I mean, yeah.
there are
there's-
some unequivocal opinions. Like, I ain't got time to convince a racist not to be. I ain't got time to convince an anti-Semite not to be. Y'all motherfuckers is wrong.
There's indoctrination.
Yeah, exactly. There are some things that I don't have the time to teach people, because they might just call me a nigger every time I try, and I don't have time for that.
Yeah, it's like we're getting places fast with this.
Yeah, we're really changing the world one step at a time here.
That's quite a lexicon you have there, Merriam-Webster.
Which is really discouraging, because you know you hear stories about like I love this story. This guy, he was a huge anti-Semite, huge white supremacist, and he went into prison for hate crimes and breaking the law in whatever fashion he deemed necessary. He ends up doing a sentence. While in prison, he gets all these fucking SS tattoos, all these white power tattoos and shit like that.
Okay.
So that when he gets out of prison, this fucking chicken head racist gets appointed this large black woman who ain't got time for his shit as his parole officer.
Okay.
So he doesn't like her, and she could give a shit less. She's just doing her job.
Right,
The way
right.
she sees it, if this motherfucker wants to play around, he can go right back to prison, is what she let him know.
Sure.
Because he wasn't obviously hiding the fact that he didn't like her skin color. So now he's in a situation where, fuck, I'm stuck with this N-word, you know what I mean?
Oh.
So over time, however, because she never made issue with the fact that he was a racist and he was bigoted toward her skin
Yeah.
color, because it's like, who the fuck's got time to like ponder
Worry
yet
about
another
that,
person when
right.
there's an entire institution to question, you know what I mean? So like,
Exactly.
that's her mindset without her even consciously knowing this, right? Over time, he just starts to realize that this is a human being who's just doing her fucking job, and they, over time become friends, because that's what happens over time. It's like you find common ground with people.
Sure.
And he ended up denouncing his white nationalism and his white supremacy and his anti-Semitic viewpoints, and even went a step further as to cover up all of his tattoos for no other reason than he met this woman and she impacted his life, and she did nothing but meet him with love. She didn't be like, fuck you, you fucking
Yeah,
honky
yeah.
son of a bitch, I hope you and everyone likes you dies in a fire. No, she was just like, hey man, I'm here whether you like it or not. I'm here, I'm black, get used to it.
You whack.
Exactly. You're whack. You crack. I flatlined. Hey, Eddie. Something I just learned is that Kira from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, his character design is inspired by one David Bowie.
Oh, really?
Yes, and David Bowie's character design is inspired by one Goblin King from Magic the Gathering.
Oh.
Fucking poser. He does not give goblins +1/+1 in Mountain Walk. He does not get to say that's who he is.
What a bitch.
Dark Crystal Mine Nuts. Is that what he's from? Or is from Labyrinth? I don't know.
Which one? Oh, that's,
I don't know.
Labyrinth.
Oh, man. You know, so that movie I haven't seen just reminded me of a really ignorant thing I did earlier this week. And I called myself out for it. I hope I held myself accountable enough. But here's what happened. I'm at the cabinets, and Corey was telling me that I should watch Blazing Saddles. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I still got to watch that movie. It's on Netflix. I've never seen Blazing Saddles.
Wow, you would, yeah.
Right, so Frankie turns around. He's in the cabinets flabbergasted, and I'm standing next to Vic, and he's like, you've never seen Blazing Saddles? Because it's a fucking classic, right?
I am surprised.
Right, so I'm like, no, I've never seen Blazing Saddles. I'm black. Big mistake, right? Corey's like, the star of the movie is Black Alton.
Yep.
And I was just like, fuck, guys, I'm sorry. That was really ignorant of me to say.
It is like a wicked... Yeah, like the main character is black, and he's basically playing like Bugs Bunny in a way.
Right, so like, and I like, because I'd never seen the movie, I trap myself, you know what I mean? So like when I think about Blazing Saddles, having never seen the movie, my mind immediately goes to Gene Wilder, who's also in the movie, right?
Yep.
Okay, so he's in the movie, so my mind just goes to it. So I just assume that because like he's in the movie, this is a movie made for white people. Right. But like I know that's not the case because as I'm 26 in 2019, I understand that that is not the proper way to think. But like we were talking earlier about indoctrination, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And sometimes you just have to unlearn some of those social things that you learn in life.
Yeah.
And you know, some people learn it slower than others, and I think anybody who knows me is confident that I'm a pretty progressive person and would never want to marginalize someone. But like in that same token, I understand the process of like just not knowing any better until you know any better.
Sure.
That's why I don't think you should.
But the problem lies when they know better and then continue to do it or just
so
pretend they didn't hear
then you have like what's called actual ignorance because a lot of people hear the word ignorant and they associate it with a bad thing. Like I'm ignorant. No, I'm not. I'm not an N-word, don't call me that.
Yeah.
Is what I feel a lot of people interpret being ignorant as. But no, I feel like ignorant is the root of ignore, and ignore is a refusal to accept like what is in front of you and like the facts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I feel like true ignorance is a conscious act.
It's a choice, yeah.
Right. So like now we're just left with like, hey, when we use ignorance, it just means I didn't know that. That's all it means. I was ignorant to it, meaning I didn't know.
Right.
As opposed to like I consciously made an effort to like block off any new information on the topic. Yeah.
No, I get it, yeah.
No, for sure. This podcast was brought to you by racism. Can't live with it, can't live without it. Racism. Up to 50% of humans are marginalized by, you guessed it, racism. Actually, thinking about it, I think way more of the human race is subjected to racism than those who aren't.
Yeah.
People of color, listen to me now. It's time to turn the tides. We've got them by the ropes.
Hit the button.
Grab your bats and guns. It's time to take it to the streets. Put on Trick Daddy and take it to the house. You ever seen that music video?
No.
All right, we're going to take a second. We're not taking a commercial break. I'm literally going to pull this up right now. You guys are going to hear faint Take It to the House. It's great. You ever heard of Trick Daddy?
Yeah.
All right, Trick Daddy did this shit. Oh, man, Take It to the House. It's hype. We're going to watch the music video. This shit's hype, bro. Big band, basketball halftime show.
It's going to be the next JoJo beginning.
Oh my god, I would love for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure to take place in Atlanta, Georgia, and he works in he's a student in a marching band.
Oh, they had cameras there.
Why does this coach have an accent? He lives in Atlanta.
Yeah, why is he
Oi,
talking
mate,
like
we're
that?
going to have basketball game today. I live in Atlanta, Georgia.
What? Look at the hype with the instruments.
Oh, man. Take it to the house. Look at all these adult black men
know.
on this high school basketball team.
Man, I'm going to graduate in 2 years.
Can't. Memories, man. My 2 kids are going to be proud of me.
They go here, too. The starting lineup for the Toon Squad. Oh. Boing. Oh. Dashing through the curtains.
Take it to the house.
Like, I don't think they're gonna actually play, guys.
I don't think they're gonna play basketball.
I think they're gonna just sing.
I think they're gonna do like warm-up alley-oops or something.
Throw some candy?
Tony, get me out of here.
Oh, Tony, I was expecting a game and now I'm just seeing a music video.
Shut up, ma. Enjoy.
Fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to enjoy this.
Uh-huh.
Whoa!
Be courteous to the cameraman there, alright? That probably hurt.
Oh my god.
NBA Jam.
Whoa, oh, he's heating up.
Oh. What a magic basketball we got there. This song's about Uber.
Yeah, this is the Uber anthem. Take it to the house. Take me to my house. Take me to my house.
I'm late.
Yeah, so that's that. That's what that song is. And if
Okay.
you remember that song, it's a nostalgia kick, and we're not getting copyright stricken because this podcast was also brought to you by Trick Daddy's Toothpaste. Trick Daddy's Toothpaste, ensured to make your grill shine up to 75% more than the leading brands will make your grill shine. And we're not talking about Kingsford grills. Oh, no. We're talking about the ones you spend racks on, cruising Maybach,
God.
hatchbacks with your Maybachs on. All right, guys. We got Trick Daddy's Toothpaste here, and we got Trick Daddy here to talk to you about it. Hey, Trick Daddy.
Hello.
How's your toothpaste game going?
My what?
Toothpaste.
I don't... Who do you think I am?
Trick Daddy.
Oh. I thought they were asking for Sick Daddy.
Nope, we're asking for you. You're Trick Daddy. How do you feel about influencing down south rap for the better over your time?
I know nothing about this.
Well, it's been great having you on, Trick Daddy. You let the audience know where they can find you.
On the courts.
And he'll be taking it to the house with his new album coming to the shelves this winter. It's One Trickin' Christmas. That's been Trick Daddy.
Trickin' Dad.
Trickin' Dad. Oh, shit. The name of that podcast is brought to you by Truckin' Dad featuring Trick Daddy. Truck Daddy. Get you some. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come right back, we'll have more stuff. Whatever. The name of that podcast is brought to you by Brett Kavanaugh Calendars. These are Confederate letters.
Dearest Lucinda, they're trying to get me. I found a cabin, but they're breaking in. Get the fuck out of here! I don't know how long I'm gonna last, or if I'm ever gonna see you again. But these liberal zombies won't leave me the fuck alone. Oh, I'm gonna murder you! The war's not getting any better, and I'm not getting any more alive. I might never see you. I love you.
Yo, this shit ain't right, cuz. They killed my nigga Linus Banks.
I'll miss him so. He was quite a gentleman.
Linus was a good man. He didn't deserve this shit. You heard?
I know. I'm sorry.
If I find out who killed Linus, I'ma get them niggas. You hear me, Banks?
No. Remember composure.
Oi! What we got up in here, see? Looks like we got ourselves, what's that, a cry fest at a funeral?
Oh, it's Bradley and Cooper.
Oi! Yeah, it do be Bradley and me bruv Cooper.
Alright, calm down.
you-
Calm down.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Yo, what y'all doing up in this shit, man? Oi, won't you shut your bloody mouth?
Alright, no need for fighting.
I just came here paying me respects to your friend.
You need to tone it down.
Why don't you shut your mouth, Cooper?
Look, we're at a funeral. There's a corpse right there.
You're darn right there's a corpse, and this corpse owes me money, he does.
Oh.
Hey, won't you get the fuck up on out of here? Linus was a good man. I'll beat your ass.
I shall phone the police or the authorities.
Oi, won't you step up? Your mum's a tav.
Oh,
Hey there, I'm Martin Scorsese, founder of Martin Saucy Sauce. Martin Saucy Sauce, and I'm Martin Saucy Sauce. When I was 45 years old, but a young man, my son, he wanted to play in our backyard. I told him, son, I don't know how to do that. So that's when I founded Martin Saucy as I started to do my business of selling seesaws, I met other people who needed seesaws as much as I did.
I had a birthday party for my kid, and I don't know if he's actually mine. But anyway, I needed some kind of entertainment for these kids. So I got a seesaw from Martin Scorsese Sauces.
Martin Scorsese sells seesaws down by the seashore, and it was the most convenient fucking thing I've ever had in my fucking life. My daughters will thank me for the rest of my life. They kissed my feet. So get on up and come on down to Martin Scorsese seesaws by the seashore. See? And we're back. You're listening to the name of that podcast. Here with Alton, and I'm here with Eddie. Yeah. Hey, Eddie. Do you remember how this week was really stressful for the lot of us?
Yep.
And a lot of crazy things happened, and we've all moved on from that.
Yep.
Dare I say the healing's begun?
Sure.
Excellent. But in our absence, we had a late release with last week's episode with all the healing. So we asked a couple of our dear friends to take a moment and record a little bit for us on our behalf, and we throw it on the end of this podcast. They really understood, through all of our healing processes that we didn't really have the time to commit as we really love to do with our audience here. And, while we're here, let's go ahead and shamelessly plug some stuff going on in our lives.
Sure.
We got the name of that podcast now up and running on YouTube. Ooh. You can check us out at the name of that podcast on youtube.com.
Ring that bell.
Ring the bell so you already know when we have our recordings going up. And you make sure while you're there to subscribe to It's Your Boy.
It's Your Boy.
And It's Your Boy will be doing unboxings for the lot of you.
Movie reviews.
And
Neighborhood Watch.
Absolutely. Tons of great content, things what you need. Coming up this Monday and every Monday, I'll be doing open mic night at Sharky's. You can go ahead and check that out. I'm doing stand-up comedy. That's been going great. I got to do stand-up in a basement. Yeah. Other than Sharky's basement, this past weekend, I got asked to come do like a gig. I did like 25-minute set.
Really?
Yeah, it was really exciting. Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, absolutely. It was awesome. I was dressed as Santa. Other than that,
I saw the picture.
It was great.
Yep.
Other than that, on Wednesday, there is a stand-up comedy competition. It'll be myself and a bunch of other really funny acts.
Oh, shit.
Headlined by a Mr. Tim Joyce, whoever that is. We'll find out.
A PUBG of hilarity?
Absolutely. And if you're interested in coming to one of the two workshops, he'll be holding workshops before the stand-up show. If you want to go to one of those two, they start at 12. There's a 12 to 3 and a 3 to 6. You go ahead and check those out. But yeah, other than that, we'll go ahead and let our friends take it away from here. Thanks, guys.
Hello, we're here today on Blue Balls with Eric Erickson. And I'm here with, who are you again?
It is me, Dr. Ben Carson. It is good to see you.
And we have a hard position to talk about today.
Absolutely.
The topic is Michael Vick versus John Wick. And what's your position, Mr. Carson, if I may ask you?
Well, the first thing I would like to say is that I am very awake right now. And as it pertains to John Wick and Michael Vick, I do believe that John Wick is something short of a villain, if you do say so. See, because I am a neurosurgeon, and part of my job is taking bullets out of brains, and John Wick makes my job very hard.
Well, he didn't murder no dogs. Is he an animal hater? Are you an animal hater? Are you a hater? Are you Bill Hader?
I am not a hater of any sort, and I would like to, again, clarify that I'm very awake right now. John
You
Wick,
don't sound too woke to me.
John Wick, pardon my stutterations, is an evil man. He is clearly a picture of the White Devil.
Oh?
Yes.
Well, I'm afraid my wick's about burned out hearing that.
Well, I'll tell you, Michael Vick is not nearly as abhorrent as one John Wick. The man does not know how to let a grudge go. And take it from me, a man who, when he was younger, may or may not have stabbed his friend.
Let me ask you this.
I know about not holding a grudge.
Listen, Let me ask you this. Would you not pursue the death of those that wronged you and killed one of your loved ones? He's fucking asleep. Hey!
Yes,
Jesus Christ.
Mr. President, I do have your Oreos. They are right here.
Oh.
But yes, your question was?
You wouldn't avenge the death of one you love?
Absolutely not. I do not have time for that, for my office in the White House is in the White House, and my place is in my office, and my family does not have my job, so I cannot begin to worry myself with...
So you condone dog murder?
I don't condone John Wick, is what I don't condone.
But dog murder's good?
I do think that in targeting Michael Vick, you are forgetting the fundamental principle that us as humans...
Oh, he's fucking asleep again, I think.
do not...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
do not kill each other. It is not right. It is not. I'm a neurosurgeon. I understand the pathways of the human brain from the things that you see coming into your eyes and out of your ears and back into your mouth as you breathe in your surroundings.
I'm just hearing I love to kill dogs.
I don't not.
This has been a rough conversation.
It's been a rough conversation, and I do believe that we are here on behalf of the name of that podcast.
I don't know. They just stuck a 20 in my pants.
I have not an idea, but I was asked if I can not be the next Omarosa, whatever that appears to mean. I do believe Eddie is the one who left that note for me.
Yeah, it says it right here, signed.
Yes, I do believe it says, "Do not sit in my chair, Ben Carson."
Oh, and it also says, "I love murdering dogs," signed Ben Carson.
Well, I did not write that, is what I'll say. I know I did not write it on that paper, however.
And there's saliva, like someone fell asleep.
Well, I do appreciate you having me on, Eric Erickson.
Oh, it's been a pleasure getting nothing done with you.
Absolutely, and may fate bite the ever-living shit out of you as I go back to my office with $5,000 furniture and serve the president unrequited.
All right. This has been Blue Balls.
And this has been Dr. Ben Carson, signing off. Mr. Erickson, what do you say you come back downstairs to my car and I can show you my scalpel collection? For, you know, I am also a neurosurgeon.
Are they used?
They will be.
I might have to make a hard pass.
Well, why don't you come on down? I don't see the harm in it. We can go ahead and make fun of...
Is that a dead dog by your car?
You're getting stabbed, sir. And we're back. You're still listening to the name of that podcast. And Eddie, look up in the sky. Watch out! It's an enemy stand user.
Oh, Nani!
We beat him.
Fuck that guy. Trying to ruin our podcast.
Yeah, he had a 5-meter range, so he was much weaker than both of our 1-meter range stands.
Yeah, we just pummeled his ass.
We fucking pummeled him. He got way close.
But he's dead now.
He's dead now. He was 4 meters too close to us.
Can't call a stand anymore, bitch.
Yeah, more
'Cause you're
like
on the flow.
More like a lay.
A cheap lay.
Yeah, an enemy lay. That's what we call a hate fucking.
This podcast is brought to you by Lay's Potato Chips.
Yeah, Lay's potato chips for hate fucking your ex-girlfriend.
That's right.
Fuck that bitch.
Use those dusty fingers.
Also for hate fucking your ex-boyfriend, because women like chips.
That's right.
That's right, for the choosy woman on the go. Chips.
I have a chip on my shoulder.
That's right. What was that commercial I showed you earlier? And it was talking about shoes for the socialites for this.
Oh, where she like keeps fingering her mouth. For
yeah,
no
she's
reason.
all like.
I hated it.
I don't know.
It was making me
that.
feel uncomfortable.
I don't like that. I don't like it.
I love ribs though.
Yeah, she was getting shoes tried on, and the product or whatever the fuck the service was like socialites for the choosy woman, and I was like, wow, 1970. Holy shit.
I can't believe marketing had women convinced of these things. It was so crazy. It's crazy that the world was like that because it could have happened to any gender.
There was no pushback at the time.
Yeah, really, there was no like wokeness. There were some wokeness, but they died out in the 60s. Like, Martin Luther King Jr. getting assassinated was like the end of the road for hippies. They were like, all right, man, we were protesting all through the 60s, getting our ass beat by cops every week, and they killed the Don Dada. Like, they thought... So, like, Martin Luther King was like their Obama. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If our generation's Obama got assassinated, we would probably lose all hope. And then the Republicans would take over.
And that would be that.
That'll be that. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Curtains.
Coitins for you.
That's curtains for you, boss. Yeah, we killed them, boss. Now their morale is shot.
We shot him right in the mouth.
Look at them. 15% of them already went home.
Oh, no.
That's right, boss. They won't be saying much more again.
We'll silence them.
Yeah, this is about Martin Luther King Jr. being assassinated and how 15% of hippie protesters went home that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a fucking... Yeah.
Yeah.
We did it.
We made a point.
We fucking won racism. We did it, guys. Good thing we're not tone deaf.
Good thing we know what's up.
The name of that podcast is brought to you by Optical Illusions.
Magic Eye.
That's right. Don't look over here. You're overthinking it. This isn't a rap song. This isn't even a diss track.
This is just news.
This is just two stoners talking.
And gawking.
That's right. You know that movie Shutter Island?
Yep, I saw it.
I haven't seen it. I heard it's trash.
I didn't remember hating it.
Alright.
It was okay. Rorschach's in it.
So you're a dog beater.
Yeah.
Oh. Ben Carson was right about you.
I'm Dio.
He left a note here that said, Eddie told me not to sit in his chair. But Eric Erickson can sit in your chair?
It's not in my chair.
You're without... Yeah, it's my chair. You're at my fucking apartment. So I used to have a roommate. Oh, no, yeah, I had a roommate that hated it when I referred to it as my apartment, as even though it was both of our apartment. Like, he would like for me to have said our apartment. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, hey, bro, we're both bachelors. Miss me with that gay shit.
Well...
Well, no, like, my real sentiment was that, like, it wasn't a big deal. Not that I thought he was like, why didn't you refer to us as a couple? I didn't think he was really on that tip. It was just like, hey, man, this is our apartment. But, like, you could also, would you tell a girl that you're out with, right? Hey, you want to take this back to mine and my roommate's place?
Well...
That's just like not convenient.
Want to bring this to my attic?
You want to bring this to my cohabitation?
You want to take this outside?
It just wasn't convenient, so like, nah. I just never thought it was necessary to say our every single time, especially in his presence. That's the only time he'd call me out. Like, really, bro?
Would you like to come to our bungalow?
Oi, you'll listen to Australian ASMR.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna say words with me mouth. Bungalow, chicken palmy, Vegemite, Aborigine,
Dango,
Wallaby, Sydney, Dooney, Bob's your uncle,
Oh,
Boomerang,
baby boomerang.
Didgeridoo, Aborigine. That's my favorite one. That's been Australian ASMR, brought to you by the Crocodile Hunter's Ghost. The Crocodile Hunter's Ghost. You can actually find him down at Young Man's Pizzeria on Warren Street.
No way.
Absolutely, Young Man's Pizzeria is actually a conduit for ghostly activity.
Is there a Ouija board in there? Or?
No, there's a Luigi board, however.
Oh,
hey, young man. Hey, come and get some fucking pizza.
Oh, I appreciate you and your lack of credit card.
Young man, your patronage is ever considered and most definitely appreciated.
Please use the tip jar.
Absolutely. And please do not give me a chip reading credit card machine, or I will burst into ghostly flames. My physical presence is only held to this mortal realm without the existence of credit card technology. If you would like to
reasonable
use that
concern.
ATM, please use the one 3.5 blocks away.
Also, bills only from before 2010.
Absolutely. Now, you may be noticing that the back half of the restaurant looks more decrepit. Well, that is because this restaurant was erected in 1952. But we do not feel that way anymore. You can sit wherever you may like. Wherever your ass may feeling it be needing to be sitting, your patronage is definitely appreciated here at Young Man's Pizzeria.
Yep, it's a good place.
I am a ghost. Help me. My corpse is in the back room. Please set me on fire. Put me in an urn so that my body may escape this hellscape.
Fulfill the ritual.
Please, the blood sacrificed has been paid 40 years ago when I killed my cousin Luigi.
Yeah, it's a true story.
Young man, where are you going? You forgot your pizza.
Ah,
Please, I can only chase you for 3 blocks.
slow down.
Young man, please, my ghostly tail can only flitter so fastly.
I'm getting weaker.
My stand is farther away from me. Help me, young man.
His stand is Sinatra.
Nah, his stand is called, goddamn, what's a good Frank Sinatra song? My Way? No, too obvious. I'm gonna look up some Frank
Who
Sinatra
sings
song.
That's Amore?
That's Amore? Nah, that's not good enough. That's what that is. Frank Sinatra songs. Keep them going. Hey, Jamie, you want to look up Frank Sinatra songs?
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Jamie. Zoom in. Put the fist in front of the microphone, Jamie,
Enhance.
and put your mouth in front of your fist. That's where you want to be at, Jamie. Okay?
I'll punch it.
Thanks, Jamie. We got "Fly Me to the Moon," New York, New York.
Hey, that's all right
Um,
for that.
Love and Marriage. Love and Marriage is a good one. Or Summer Wind.
Yep.
Or Ipanema.
I don't know that, I think.
The Girl from Ipanema. Yeah. So I think top candidates for a Frank Sinatra inspired stand is Love and Marriage. So yeah,
It's a
Vinny's
dual stand.
Vinny's stand is Love and Marriage. Yeah. Oh, you know what that kind of reminds me of?
What?
You ever seen the movie Monster House?
Yeah.
It's the plot for Monster House.
Oh, shit.
His wife is the pizza shop.
Okay.
Yeah,
And he's, yep, that makes a lot of sense.
absolutely. His cousin Luigi was sleeping with his wife.
But he's a ghost.
Yeah, and she's like cemented in the fucking basement of the pizza shop. That's why he can't leave because his ghost is trapped there.
Oh.
Yeah, if he dies though, the pizza shop comes to life and it can leave 3 blocks. So the ritual, like, he has to be put to rest correctly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but he's also a really powerful stand user.
Of course.
It's love and marriage, you know what I mean? His love is like keeping the fucking place together. It's so symbolic. I should write for JoJo's.
There you go.
I should write for JoJo's.
Iraqi.
Or what?
Tell Iraqi about it. That's the artist name.
Oh,
Or the
Iraqi.
writer.
I
Yeah.
thought everybody was calling him Rocky. I'm like, what a cool name.
I thought it was Iraqi.
That's cool. I don't know his name.
I could be wrong.
You're probably not. Did you know Frank Sinatra looked like Julian Assange before he died?
No.
Oh, great. I got to pull up Google Chrome again. Hey, Jamie, could you look up Frank Sinatra old?
Can you deepfake him?
He looks like Julian Assange at his old age. Let me see if I can find him with his beard. We're going to look at Jamie. Look him up with the beard. Look in beard. Beard. Look in beard. Jamie, type in beard.
Enhance.
Hold on, Jamie. Jamie, what are you doing?
Jamie, I'm gonna fire you.
So anyway, I usually just talk over this.
Oh.
That's the coffee.
Coffee.
That's great. Where's fucking Frank Sinatra Sr.? I swear, I was watching this old documentary on YouTube, and because Frank Sinatra lived like a really secret life toward the end of it,
Sure.
and he was off in seclusion, and they had like this picture with him, and they did like one last interview with him. That was the last time anybody like did like a major piece on him while he was still alive. Ah, that's Quincy Jones. It's not even close. It's the opposite.
Look
of
at all
Frank
these
Sinatra.
faces of death here. They were scrolling through for some reason.
Quincy Jones is alive.
Casey Jones?
Frank Sinatra old. Jamie. Jesus Christ.
It's taking forever.
My God, Jamie. Get your shit together.
82 years.
Oh my God. Let's see if Wikipedia has an old picture of him. This is the last try, guys. But anyway. Too old. That's just a headstone.
He looks like fucking the Goblin King there,
Anyway, just
David
like...
Bowie.
Oh, yeah, he does. Look at him.
Yeah.
He looks like a better Goblin King than David Bowie, honestly. He could play Johnny Cage in the new Mortal Kombat movies. Oh, wait. Yeah. All right, well, I guess I'm going to call it. Hey, it's been a great episode, I think.
It's been good.
Hate to jerk ourselves off here, but I think we did another great one for the books. One take, really. You guys would be like stressing yourselves out over post-production and all this crazy shit.
Not us.
Sponsors, just come to us, man. Ebony and Ivory, we're stand users. Yeah, we're going to close you out with some fucking outro music, and make sure you stay tuned for our Credit or Forget It segment. Eddie, tell them where you can find yourself.
At work.
You can find Eddie at work because it's likely all who's listening. My mom subscribed and she rang the bell.
I saw.
Yeah, that's great. So, yeah, there we got doing that. And you can find me at work, and you can also find me on social media, probably on your friends list already. You can follow me on Instagram at Instagrammerstar because that's my favorite handle. All right, that's been the name of that podcast. Keep it real.
DJ Cumberbund. Du hast mich. Du hast mich.
Yes, I did.
Du hast mich. Du hast mich. Du hast mich gefragt. Du hast mich gefragt. Du hast mich gefragt und ich hab nichts gesagt.
Play that funky music, Rammstein.
Nein,
Play that funky music, right.
nein,
Play that funky music, Rammstein.
willst du bis der Tod verscheidet? Nein,
Like a dizzy hand, with terrible sand, throwing all you see into obscurity. Death and mother, never a rebirth. Evolution dead, never will it be. Never.
du hast mich.
Hey, thanks for that funky track. DJ Cumberbund, play that funky music, Rammstein. Hey, this has been the name of that podcast, and this is Credit or Forget It. Thank you to Brett Kavanaugh's Calendars.
In collectibles.
Thank you to both Ben Carson and Eric Erickson for that lovely segment on dog debates.
Yeah, it was great. It was enlightening.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. The History Channel and Banks and Barkley for another riveting episode. We'll see how that shapes out. Who knew the lore was so deep? Have a great day.